guys, welcome back to the Heather's channel. We have another girl talk video for you guys today.
Sorry that it comes so late because this question was sent a long while ago, but we need to get our shit together. So I'm
pregnant. Give me a break, okay?
Brace it for ankles and wrists. So in our last video, we asked you guys to send us in some emails talking about things or topics that you wanted us to converse about. Yeah, that is a word. Converse.
It is.
I'll give you some tips or give you some advice on how to handle your situation, how you should feel about your situation, or anything thereof. So we got a couple, but the one that I felt like was the most I felt like I needed to chime in on this situation because it kind of really bothered me, was an email from a lovely young woman named Keisha. Oh my God, I was going to say her last name, but she said her first name is cool, so her name is Keisha. Mm-hmm. She says, "Hello ladies, I love your channel. I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask for advice and maybe a little encouragement. Just a little about me. I'm 21, a part-time student at the HBCU, which is historically black college or university, for people who don't know. Mm-hmm. Okay? And consider myself a fairly confident person. However, recently I had an experience that really shook my confidence. I belong to a young women's group through school, and we got to attend a weekend retreat with some other groups. When we got there, I soon learned that the facility had a group shower with no stalls, also known as a community shower, or curtains, which no one had bothered to tell me. When the time came to shower, I was like, this is crazy. We're all standing there completely naked with no privacy at all. I felt very insecure, even though some of the women were dear friends of mine. It was so awkward when a conversation started. Then it got really uncomfortable when this woman who was standing next to me, who I didn't know, started pulling on my...
What did she say?
Started pulling on my pubic hair.
Nah, we're fighting.
Like she wanted to pull them out or something. I should have done something about it, but I literally froze up. I was so embarrassed. I'm not sure what her problem was. Maybe she had mental health issues, but I feel like it was totally inappropriate. I didn't handle the situation well at all. I think our group leaders were inconsiderate not to tell me about the shower arrangements before we left. I'm still trying to figure out where my insecurity was coming from. I can usually deal with almost anything. If you have any advice, I would be very grateful."
Girl. Girl. First of all, I probably would have had a physical altercation that day.
Definitely.
Why are you touching me?
100%. I don't know you from Adam, shorty.
The fact that you didn't do anything, you're a better woman than me. Because nobody's touching me. And in a private area.
And then trying to be like trying to yoke questions. Like, first of all, feminist 2017, 18, bitch. Like, back the fuck up. Let me do what I want to do with my body.
I don't understand who does that. Like, why is a total stranger coming up to you and trying to pull your pubic hair?
First of all, get out of here.
That's
what are you doing?
Like, I want to say that's rude, but that's like why? I don't get it.
It's like, I don't know if it's a combination between rude or gross. What
is the purpose of that?
Why?
Are you trying to get in my drawers? Like, are you a lesbian?
Is she trying to tell you?
Does she want you?
Yeah, or what? Like, or she's trying to comfort you? Like, shave your shit? Like, first of all,
but my thing is, even if she was, there's no reason to touch me. You could have said that with your lips.
Exactly.
Or pointed, or...
And be like, yo, you wildin'. But even still, let you wild if that's what you want to do.
I don't think you should feel insecure about that specific thing at all. I don't think you should feel insecure at all. However, I understand why you did feel insecure. Being in that position without prior knowledge would make anybody feel a little rattled. It would have been like, okay.
Yeah, because community showers or dressing rooms or anything that is still, because it's
when you say community shower, the automatic thought I have in my head is like in jail, You know, like when you see it on TV, is that what that means?
Community shower.
It's just like shower heads.
Shower heads, and it's open.
No
everyone's
curtains, no nothing.
Everyone's just taking a shower in a group, pretty much. Even if there's like stalls, there won't be any curtains. There won't be
no privacy.
So
everybody's asking out.
And don't get me wrong, like I personally don't really have a lot of problems with community anything, because why are you minding my business? I'm like that's my approach.
Isn't there like a code of ethics?
Yeah, it is.
Like,
it's like
even though you're in a community shower,
your business.
You do you. I'm gonna do me.
Yeah,
I'm focused here as I should be,
exactly.
and you focus on you.
Exactly.
Like,
they should have warned you guys about the community shower, but I guess I could say to their credit, like, maybe they don't assume that because we're all women that would bother anyone, or I think they don't realize. Like,
I could loosely give credit to that.
Yeah, loosely.
It still should have been.
But either way, community or not,
sorry,
there was never a time for Shorty to come up and touch you.
Yeah,
like
that
ever.
was uncalled for, and I probably would have. Oh God.
No, like me, I don't want to give you the kind of advice that I would take myself.
Yeah, I'm not promoting violence. I just feel like the fact that I was taken off guard, surprised, and just like unprepared for that, it would have, like, out of reflex, I just would have been like, what are you doing?
Like, what are you doing, Short? Like, back up. She would have got pushed, slid down in the whole shower.
It wouldn't have ended well.
She's gotta go. Let's get the hood out of the conversation. Let's be a little more professional.
I'm trying to be.
She would have got reported to somebody. She would have had to get reported to somebody, right? Because it's inappropriate. Like, what you thought is true. It's completely inappropriate.
It is inappropriate,
and it's embarrassing. Even if you are not insecure, that's an embarrassing moment, because if you have pubes to pull, she's trying to insinuate that why do you have that much hair?
And I would have been like, why are you in my business?
Yes, you can do what you want to do. 1970s swag is lit. Like, I be on that too, so shut up. Like, I didn't even hear it. Like, when you on your 1970s flow, you on your 1970s flow. Don't tell me when I need to get a wax. I'll do what I want. Okay?
Anyway, I want to get on the topic of, she wanted to know if she was basically bugging out about the fact that she felt a little insecure being naked amongst her peers. And I want to tell you, no. You shouldn't feel like you're going crazy for feeling insecure. I don't think that being around other naked women should make you feel uncomfortable, but I think that it's normal for you to feel that way initially. But don't keep beating yourself up about the fact that you did feel that way, because it's normal. I think that's normal amongst women, period. There's many different levels of insecurities, and depending on what situation you're in at the time, it's gonna come out.
But the thing with the woman who didn't know you and touched you, this is just
completely
it's inexcusable, it's unacceptable, and it's very inappropriate. And I feel like you should have reported her to someone or said something to someone, because that's ridiculous.
Or even said something to her.
Yeah,
I think she says in what she says that she didn't say anything.
Yeah,
right?
she said that she didn't say anything, and she just kind of tried to let it go, but she feels like that's not like her. But she felt like she just froze and she didn't know what to do. And I also get it, because maybe that, in the group she's in, there's some higher ups, or there's some people, kind of like
but
the Harvey Weinstein situation. Like, too type. Like, that was sexual assault, low-key.
Yeah, but at the same time, I could say that even though you probably felt like it wasn't the time or place to react in a certain way, think about it this way. It wasn't the time or place for her to do that to you.
Absolutely.
I feel like any reaction you gave her would have been justified. She touched you in a private place.
Even if you, unexpectedly punched her in her face.
Out of reflex.
That's self-defense, bro.
That is. She touched you, and you didn't want her to.
Yeah, she's coming in hot. You gotta push that shit away. Like, get out of here.
We're not promoting violence.
We're not. But at the end of the day, if you did that, anything from hitting her all the way down to excuse me miss, all the way down to telling someone else hello, this happened to me, I feel a way, is justified. There's nothing you could have done in that situation outside of not saying anything.
Right.
That would have been wrong. Anything you could have done to protect yourself would have been the right move.
Right.
And that's basically what we're trying to say.
Right.
We're not trying to say go off and start beating people up, but you know, if you did that by accident or on purpose, then that would have happened. She felt like she wasn't like herself because normally she doesn't handle situations like that. Yeah. But I know what it's like when you're with a group
and you're frazzled and you're just
a certain group, because you know you don't know what their
she probably felt like she had
values are, and she wanted to look a certain way or keep a certain tone about her and not be anything outside of what she's trying to promote for herself.
Right.
So I get that, and that's kind of the vibe that I get. But I mean, she didn't say that. But it's like, you know, I just know by saying that I'm like with a certain, when I'm in a certain group and I'm hanging with a group of people. Like, because if you with your butches in the hood, like...
Right. You just have to be prepared. And, you know, maybe being impulsive isn't the best reaction. But at the same time, you have to... If you don't defend yourself, who's going to defend you?
Yeah.
So just, you know, try to keep that in mind. And... If I were you, I would never let that happen again.
Yeah.
Speak up. You have a voice for a reason.
Definitely. If you don't want to take actions into your own hands, definitely go to someone who you know or think that will hold you down or can mediate the situation or could do anything to right the wrong, because that is completely ridiculous.
Right. And never think that you're overreacting.
No one ever on earth should touch you in a way you don't. If it's not consensual, if you didn't ask Shorty to come pull your hairs, she's wrong, it's wrong, something needs to be done.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so don't ever have to think twice about what you know is right for yourself. She's bugging, she's wilding
all the way
out. Like I said, you handled it way better than I did.
Yeah.
Than I would have.
A lot more class on you, baby girl.
Yeah, so you get points for that. Cool.
Word, Keisha.
Keisha, we know her.
That's
you our friend. So
yeah. I hope that we helped you. Yeah. I hope that we gave you some confidence. I hope that we gave you some, you know, woo 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 over your shoulder for the next time or anything happens, similar or not as similar, that you just want somebody to have your back about something.
Yeah.
We're here for that. I hope that we were there for you. And if anyone else has anything that they want to talk about, want to discuss, girl talk.
You want to hear our opinion.
You want some advice? You want some opinions? You want to know what you should do next time you in a situation, or you got a situation you haven't handled yet? The email will be linked below, and I will probably flash it across the screen, just so GP. And like that, we're gone. It's done.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in the next one.